So as you sit, just kind of close your eyes for a second and notice what you notice. Are you sitting in the back of the chair, in the middle of the chair, in the front of the chair? Where does the chair meet your thigh? Is it all the way up close to your buttocks, or middle of the thighs, or close to the knees? Can you tell, can you sense the distance? Is there a different way that the chair is touching your right thigh versus your left thigh? Is there more weight that you feel on the muscle of the right leg versus the left leg? In the back of the leg, obviously. And are the heels touching? Not touching? Are the toes touching? Not touching? Only some toes? Is there a difference between one leg to the other? Is your belly relaxed? Is your chest relaxed, sunken, lifted? What about your shoulders? Is one shoulder higher than the other one? And last thing, the sitting bones that you're sitting on, they're touching the cushion of the chair. Can you sense one sitting bone more than the other? And if you do, which side is more pronounced in your awareness? Maybe you don't even know if it's lower or higher, and it doesn't matter right now, but can you feel the differences? It's a good place to start. And with that, we're going to open the eyes, and we're going to slide forward a little bit so that the top of the leg is touching the seam of the chair. So you're really just anchoring. It's like you're perching, like a bird. Have you seen birds in something? So I like the feeling. It's like you're almost not there, but it supports you anyhow. So it's like press the heels a little bit and see what happens to the sitting bones. It's almost like you can jump, right? So if there was like, ouch, you're gonna push to get up, right? You're gonna push up. I hope. Depends on how much it hurts. And usually when we're doing something fast, we're gonna exhale. So push. Like a jump. There you go. But don't forget to press the floor. Completely not what I wanted to do, but this was coming up, and I just have to. It started with the perching.
Okay.
Good. And rest for a minute. And we're going to do it again, and this time pay attention to what happens to the hip and the belly muscles. How do you organize yourself? So we're pushing on the feet and we're exhaling. Ready? Do you feel the contraction in the belly?
Well, you have to
It happens on its own.
Yeah. Yeah, you have to contract your belly.
Yeah. So now we're gonna do just one more time, and we're gonna add the eyes looking forward and up. So we have the feet, the exhale, the belly, and the eyes going forward and up. Forward and up. Forward and up. Forward and up. Exhale. Don't be afraid to exhale. Okay, and let it go. And now bring the knees in and out, and in and out. Because we don't always have the luxury of exhaling slowly and being relaxed and paying attention. Sometimes we have to move, If we sit on a Scorpio, we have to get up.
Yeah.
I've never seen a scorpio here in Florida.
I don't know. They did at Madeira Beach a long time ago. Yeah, in my bathroom, many in the 80s. It scared me to death.
Yeah, it's not a pleasant animal.
Lobster, I was petrified in the bathroom, in the shower, so that big.
That big? That's
What
big.
color?
I think it was black. I forget what I did, it was horrible.
Probably ran
It
out of
was
the
a
house.
really creepy apartment, right up Madeira, and
Mhm.
near Madeira Beach, middle school.
Mm.
I don't know if it's there anymore.
Okay, so now as you're getting to the knees open, where are you on the edge of the feet? Can you feel the whole length of the foot? And as you are bringing the knees in, can you feel how you transfer the weight into the middle of the foot? Is one leg moving more than the other? Does it move differently on your feet? Good, and rest in the middle, and we're gonna shift the weight towards the toes. We're gonna shift the weight towards the outside. We're gonna shift the weight towards the heels, and we're gonna shift the weight towards the inside, going forward towards the toes. So we're making a circle of shifting weight on the feet. And once you get accustomed to that, knowing what you're doing, start paying attention. What does the rest of the body do? How does it respond to that shift of weight? We're going around and around the feet. Around and around the feet. How does it affect your abdominal muscles, the hip bones, the chest? When are you breathing in? When are you breathing out? Is one leg making a different circle than the other? And rest. Can you feel the same abdominal contraction that we did when we pushed on the heels?
No.
When you went back into the heel, you didn't feel your belly contracting?
Yeah.
Because what you do, you take your whole torso.
Yeah. Oh, so it's just like halfway.
Yeah, I mean, it's like you're going into the heels and your abdominals get tighter. But you take the shoulders as well. That's the difference. That's why you didn't feel it as much.
Okay.
So try to work with the pelvis.
Okay.
At least for now. I mean, every possibility is possibility, but you know, I'm trying to kind of drill a point.
Okay.
Okay, so now we went towards the outside. Now we're going to go on the inside into the heels, to the outside, towards the toes. Knees in and the inside of the medial part of the foot, the back of the foot, the heels, and my abdominal muscles are and outside, and now my belly is relaxing, going into the toes, going towards the inside, and try not to take your torso. Keep your torso and take your knees and your belly button. Not the heel, not the shoulders. Stay where you are here. And bring the knees in and your belly button. There.
Oh, okay.
And now the heels. And now open and you can relax. And knees. And not the shoulders, just the belly button. into the heels. There you go. You feel it differently?
Yeah.
So now you're working with the lower vertebrae of your back. You know, with the belt. Remember that? Okay, so you're going like, where am I going?
Okay.
So notice we all have different translation of the words. And it's not that it's right or wrong, you're activating different areas of your body. So if you're taking your whole torso, you're not actually getting flexibility and movement in every single vertebra. If you're going with the neck, then you're doing the movement in the neck and not in the back. And rest. Close your eyes for a second. And feel what you feel. Is there any difference from when we started in the way that you are aware of your feet, your knees, your thighs, your pelvis, your shoulders, your breath? And open the eyes. And now we're going to do a circle with both legs going in the same direction. So the heel, one goes to the outside, one goes to the inside. Both of them forward, forward. So the torso is a little bit, and then one goes to the outside, one goes to the inside. And now it's like you're taking a big wooden spoon and kind of making a big soup in your belly, going around the hip bone on the inside. Okay, so less shoulder and more the pelvis. So there's two ways. I mean, I can do it like this, right? It looks just right. And now look at this. Can you see the difference? I'm working from like belly dancer. Is you're going around and around like a hula hoop.
Yeah.
Remember hula hoop?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
You have one. It's a good exercise. I haven't done it in years.
Yeah, me neither. We did it with the twist. Remember the twist?
Uh-huh. And now we'll change direction. And his one leg doesn't want to go in a certain direction. His one leg kind of going, legging. Like, I don't want to. And rest. We're going to press the heels to the floor. We're going to exhale. We're going to look forward and up. There we go. Look at you.
Not too much.
Not too shabby at all.
No. That's good.
That's just when you start using more of your body. You use your feet, you use the hip, you use the back, you use the eyes, you use the breath, the breathing, and everything together. Someday you can do it. Okay. Let's go to the side of the chair. No, actually, sorry. Let's sit on the middle of the chair first. And we'll put 2 feet on the ground. So you want to be really perching, like at the edge of the chair. And make sure that your feet are glued to this carpet. You cannot lift your heel, but you can lift one hip up and down, and up and down, up. And now think about it as if you're giving me a, come on, let's go home, kind of thing, like a hint.
Yeah.
So you're not exercising, lifting the hip and showing me that you have a lot of movement. You're just giving me a, come on, let's go home. Nobody else should know that you're doing it. A little smaller. There you go.
Flat on the ground.
Huh?
Flat on the ground, your foot.
Your feet are completely flat on the ground. There you go. It's like you have a tick. It's like you're doing this with the eye. Sorry.
It's a bottom tick.
It's a bottom tick. There you go. When I was 7, I had awful ticks.
Really?
Yeah. I thought that my lips were going down and I looked sad. So I was doing
Oh.
this all the time.
How did it stop?
Time. I gave up. All right, and rest and just feel, first of all, kind of tell yourself which side did you choose. Did you choose the side that's stronger, that's weaker, that you rely on more? Or is it unaware?
Yeah, you wasn't thinking.
I don't think it's random.
No. Okay.
No.
Okay.
Because now we're going to go to the other side and let's see if you can have the same tick. Does it feel the same?
No.
No?
This side was easier.
Right.
But
Think
I'm
about it.
right-handed, so this is.
Think about you sleeping. Which side do you turn your head to? Which side would you bring the knee up? The side that you started with, right?
Yeah, no. I don't know.
Check it out tonight.
Yeah, I will.
It's kind of almost like we don't have enough space on this next second side.
Yeah, it's.
Like it's
more
denser,
slow. Yeah, denser.
slower,
Yeah.
denser, more opaque, not transparent,
Mhm.
cloudier,
Yeah.
you know, less awareness. So we're just gonna get a little bit quieter now. And don't just like jump like a tick, but actually find out what does it take to lift it, not the heel. Did you feel your heel?
Yeah, I know. It just went up.
Yep. And try to exhale maybe as you're lifting it. Now try to inhale. Which one feels nicer?
The other side.
No, on this one, the inhale or the exhale?
Oh. I like the inhale. I think it goes more with the movement.
Okay.
I think I inhale more than I exhale.
And do you contract the thigh muscles? Do you contract your buttocks? Do you contract your belly? Are you shifting your weight? Or is it going up? Or maybe up and a little in? If you had to draw a line, what would the line look like? So rest for a minute, and we're going to go from side to side, and you're going to do it nice and slow so you can see, you can kind of, as it goes up, what's the angle? How far out of the 60? Because 60 would be like, but I need to go a little bit in and up. Maybe I'm having like a little parabola here, like going into the middle between the sitting bones and up.
I feel I'm going this way.
And what happens on the other one? how does your body arranges itself around the fact that every step that we do, we need to lift and go forward, to lift and go forward. So this is a movement that you do many times a day, and now we're kind of taking it under the microscope. So on the right side and then on the left side, what's the difference? And can the side that's maybe easier can teach the side that's not as clear?
Just a bit older, I'm taking more shuffly steps, and I don't want to do that, and I don't lift my legs as high, like going down. I only have like 2 steps, 2 steps to go outside, and I feel like it's hard to even go down like one harder. It just seems like
On one hip.
on
both now?
I guess I usually do it on one. I forget which one I always step with first now, with the left. But it's just like, I feel like I'm not, I need to do steps, like do the steps
Yeah.
and get up more. I feel very.
Okay, so now we're gonna do it a little bit faster, as if you are walking up the stairs. Up, 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 up. Up, 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 up. We need to get all the way to the 2nd floor. So we cannot do this because we're not gonna get anywhere.
So we are going.
We're going up, up,
Oh,
up, up,
okay.
up, up, up the stairs. Right. Which is very different than
Yeah,
Hawaiian dance.
yeah.
Nothing wrong with the Hawaiian dance, but if we want to get up to the 2nd floor, we need to have, and vertical is very hard unless we lift the heels. So lift the heels, but don't forget to go up with the hip. And imagine that, I'm going to turn around, but keep on doing it. Imagine that right here, there is a space. This bone and this bone are meeting right here, and you're moving these 2 bones up and down, up and down, up and down, up and down, and you can do it with the heels or without the heels. And now open your legs a little wider. It will be a little easier to go up and down. Now you won't need to go so much into the inside and up, inside and up. You will be able to. And you're already dancing.
Do that a lot.
Oh, you're not moving your.
You can move if you want to.
Because it's easier that way.
And rest. Roll your hip back. Roll it forward. Roll it back. Roll it forward. Roll it back. And forward. And you notice that I'm not saying, there is one way that's correct and the other ones are not correct. We're just getting different results by. So a pattern that we adapted may be working for us really well. It could be that the other side is not doing it like a survival mechanism, but opening it up and having opportunity to choose from. So let's bring the legs back to parallel and think about the sitting bones going in towards one another, but not so much the legs. I mean, the thighs will contract. It's like you have to pee and you're not going to. So you're bringing the sitting bones in towards one another, and you're letting go. And you're letting in, then going in, and let go. And now that you felt like doing it like with force, let's just do it with a breath. Less legs and more bones. So less muscles and movement in the legs, and more the sitting bones trying to get closer to one another. And obviously it's also good for pelvic floor and da-da-dum, da-dum, da-dum, which we're all dealing with at one point or another. You're using a lot of power with your right leg. See the bones, if you can.
Like that?
Yeah, try to get those bones to kiss one another. They won't, they're still a distance,
No, I know,
but
just
the direction. And again with exhale. And it's almost the imagery that I used to use when I was teaching dance is a fountain of the water coming up and over. So the water is gathering and going up the center. So there's a little bit of a contraction here. Not like this, just like think about water in a fountain, or something that's moving. It's much nicer than thinking that you have to pee and you have nowhere to go. And one morning in Peru, I was running somewhere to buy sweaters, like last minute, I think, and this woman was just sitting in the street.
they just, the Indians,
yeah.
they just leave their, and
Skirts.
they just pee or do whatever, yes.
Yeah.
Yes, very, natural.
Yeah.
I don't think
But it was a city. I mean, it wasn't like a village. It was a city.
In Cusco.
Yeah.
Yeah, because there are many Indians there.
Yeah. Okay. So, all right.
Have you ever seen them fight with the babies on the back?
Mm-mm.
They do that too.
Okay. So now we're going to go up again and up again without the heels.
Oh yeah.
And again, start noticing, what does the bone do? Which direction does it go? If you had to draw it on a paper after class, you come home and they ask you, what did you do? Don't lift the heel.
Oh yeah, I know.
Think about smaller. Think about just the line. Think about how can you draw it and finding it inside. Try to widen your legs and see if that helps you feel more grounded. Because the idea is to feel safe as you walk up and down the stairs. And your right leg is a little weaker than the other. And rest. Clench your toes and let them go. Clench your toes and let them go. Clench them, let them go. Clench fingers and toes and let them go. And start finding a nice way to go through.
Is there an exercise to strengthen your
Calves.
no, the tendon that I pulled? It's okay, but still, after a while it just starts. Is there any exercise for that?
Yeah. Like lift your little toe up.
Oh, okay. Oh, it's not that easy.
Huh?
Good.
And you're doing it with your little toe here too.
I can't. Oh.
That's how the connection is in the brain, yeah.
So you're going.
When you lift only this,
Uh-huh.
you are actually,
Right,
Yeah.
moving that.
Yeah.
Cause I can't, I need to put something down on my big
Mhm.
toe. Cause I feel like I'm lifting the big toe too.
Right,
It's not
Right.
that easy.
okay.
Okay.
So now we're gonna go again forward and out and into the heel and inside and forward on the toes and out into the outside of your feet and into the heels, not the shoulders. Shoulders are above my hip.
Okay.
So put your hands here and don't move them. And sometimes I can be mean. Don't move your leg.
Yeah, well, no, that helps.
There. So now you're starting to move around your feet and your lower back and your hip. And we're going to add another imagery of the ribs being able to kind of move very softly with the spine. So wherever the spine goes, the ribs are following because they are flexible. Now you moved your fingers from behind the knees, from under the knees.
Oh.
Perch.
Okay.
We're perching here and we're perching here. There. And big toe and all toes and outside and heels and inside and big toe and you're on tempo. And change direction. Perch.
I know, I keep,
Sliding.
yeah.
Sliding away. Okay. Go back into lifting and lifting. Try not to lift the heel. Find which space between the legs give you the best stability and the cleanest line up. Your right side is starting, everything is cleaning up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I think after you move for a little bit, that makes it easier.
Yeah, when we move a little bit, it makes it easier. When we move with awareness, it makes it even easier. And when we include more body parts, it makes it even easier. That's the whole idea. And turn the toes out a little bit and see if that makes a difference. It takes me more to the outside of my hip.
Uh-huh.
Can you feel that?
Yeah.
And bring the heel so the legs are just wide. And how much are the ribs moving? And the last connection that we're going to make is to the opposite shoulder. So the shoulder is not going to go high, but you're going to connect the line. And when you're going to go to the other side, you're going to connect the other line. You know how we make scaffolds? We cross for strength.
Mm-hmm.
So you're connecting from the sitting bone to the opposite shoulder. are you in a place that it moves smoothly? And the last, very, very last thing is press the heel, lift the tail, the sitting bone, and connect to the shoulder. Press the heel, go through the sitting bone and find the opposite shoulder. Press the heel, make connection. I mean, I want to see that I know I'm there, especially on your right leg. And and press. That was good. And press. When you really press the heel, the knee will not do this. Okay, so I'm looking for any type of deviation to know that you're not, because this, I want that strength to go naturally, right?
I can't sit like that.
Yeah, you will.
My feet come up.
Yeah.
Back.
So we're gonna go press, shoulder, and see if you can lift. No, you let go the knee.
Oh.
It's the heel,
Heel.
the sitting bone, the opposite shoulder, and maybe sliding and coming back. And maybe not. Maybe the legs need to be in a different place. Maybe you need to move a little bit further into the seat. Press, release that sitting bone, connect to the shoulder, maybe look to the other side. So maybe you need to bring the legs even a little closer. We're going to find it. It's just geometry.
Yeah.
Pressing the heel. I'm pressing this heel. I'm lifting the hip. I'm connecting to this sitting bone. So I'm sitting on this sitting bone, on this heel, coming up to this shoulder, and I'm going to look to the direction that I'm trying to get up. And maybe not yet.
I did a little bit.
Yeah. Maybe you need to shift a little bit more forward.
Oh, here? This?
No, the body. So
Oh, the body.
let's try again. Press the heel, lift the hip, not the hip, no. You
Oh.
press the heel,
Press it.
you lift the hip, you connect to this shoulder, and you go to the direction. Yeah, good.
Okay.
Okay? One more time. Press the heel, release the hip, press this sitting bone, connect to this shoulder, look, and slide. So I'm standing on one leg, right? This one is, there you go. And find the chair. And one more time. Press the heel, and lift the pelvis. And connect to the shoulder. And slide forward and up. There you go. And back. Good. And come into the chair a little bit and start kind of just gently make a little bit of circles. And the other direction. And so when we started, we used the feet with the exhale to go, to kind of collect ourselves. Try with the legs a little bit wider. You kind of claim your space kind of thing. I think, there you go. Look at you. Like
That I
nothing.
can do. I cannot do from the floor. I fell
Give me
the other
time.
day in a restaurant.
You fell?
The chair was bended. I'm sorry. It was a metal chair, and the what do you call that? One of the legs was bended. I didn't know. I sit down and I went like, boom, my feet were up. Thank God I didn't break anything. So
So one last time. All right, good.
Thank you.
Uh-huh.
This was good. I like it.
As long as you don't have to go to the